They told me it was okay. Said they forgave me. So why does every quiet night still feel like a courtroom? I said I'm sorry, and they told me they understood. They looked me in the eyes and said they'd never hold it against me if they could. So I nodded like the weight was finally gone, but I carried it home with me when everybody moved on. I replay every sentence that I wish I never said, every moment I could've stayed but chose to leave instead, every person that I hurt while I was hurting too, every promise that I broke, everything I put them through. They gave me forgiveness, but I couldn't take it, cause part of me believed that I didn't deserve to make it. I kept searching for punishment in everything I did, like suffering was the only way to prove that I regretted it. I smiled around the people who had already moved on, but inside I was still standing where I knew I'd done them wrong. They stopped bringing up the past, I kept bringing it back. They gave me a clean page, I kept writing on the cracks. Maybe forgiveness isn't the hardest part. Maybe it's believing you can have a second start. They released me from the person I had been, but I kept dragging that person everywhere I've been. The guilt stayed long after everyone else forgave me. I kept carrying a past that nobody else could see. They said let it go, but I didn't know how. I was still the person I was trying to leave behind. Somehow they stopped blaming me, I kept blaming myself. Turned every quiet moment into another trial that bring me forgiveness, but I couldn't set me free, cause everyone moved on, and the guilt stayed with me. I thought remembering the damage meant I cared. Thought if I ever felt okay, maybe I wasn't sorry anymore. So I kept the wound open, kept touching every scar, like pain could somehow pay back what I'd done before. I became afraid of happiness, like I hadn't earned the right. So whenever something good came, I expected it to die. I couldn't accept a compliment, couldn't believe somebody's trust, cause every good thing felt undeserved when I remembered who I'd been before us. I apologized 100 different ways, changed my habits, changed my words, tried to become somebody better without believing I deserved to actually become him. I was living in the aftermath, building my identity around regret, like the worst thing I'd ever done was the only thing I could ever be. But people aren't photographs, we don't have to stay one frame. And maybe growing means admitting that you're more than your mistakes. Maybe forgiveness isn't the hardest part. Maybe it's believing you can have a second start. They released me from the person I had been, but I kept dragging that person everywhere I'd been. The guilt stayed long after everyone else forgave me. I kept carrying a past that nobody else could see. They said let it go, but I didn't know how. I was still the person I was trying to leave behind. Somehow they stopped blaming me, I kept blaming myself. Turned every quiet moment into another trial. They gave me forgiveness, but I couldn't set me free, cause everyone moved on, and the guilt stayed with me. Maybe I can't undo it, maybe I don't have to. Maybe regret can teach me without becoming who I am too. I can remember what I did without living inside it. I can carry the lesson without carrying the violence. If they can look at me and see somebody worth forgiving, maybe I should learn to look at myself and see somebody worth rebuilding. I don't need to forget the past, I just don't want it driving anymore. I spent enough time apologizing for a person I don't want to be anymore. Guilt stayed long after everyone else forgave me, but I'm finally learning that forgiveness can reach me. They said you're not that person, and I'm starting to believe maybe changing who I am is enough to let me breathe. They stopped blaming me, so I'll stop punishing myself. I'll take what I learned and leave the rest on the shelf. I can't rewrite yesterday, can't erase what I've done, but I can spend tomorrow becoming someone I can trust. The guilt stayed long after everyone else forgave me, but maybe it doesn't have to stay forever. They gave me forgiveness, now I'm learning how to give it to myself. They moved on, I stayed behind. Not because they wouldn't forgive me, because I wouldn't. Maybe tonight I finally let myself go.